One. You're serious, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I believe I am live. I believe I am. I'm going to find out if I am. It's always the best part of the video because you wonder how long you're alive for. That you stand there and you're just talking to oxygen. Stupid cat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Kabuki, how are you, my friend? I'm just giving everybody a chance to pop in a little bit. Audio and video is working for me. Well, that's always a bonus. Let me get my water. I drink a lot of water. We're going to get a lot of water. Might as well drink it. Hello. Show, how are you? Sorry, I have ice in my mouth. So just a bunch of different updates on a bunch of different things. The window for the rest of this week is just really highly improbable. With the storm coming and pretty much going to tadal us right in the, going to hit us right in the mouth. I mean, there's no way around it. The reason I'm not painting today and tomorrow is I don't like to start projects if I have to pull stuff off the ground, especially with some of the construction here not being 100% secure. I'm going to try to block things up so nothing gets trashed. I brought home some big bags to just kind of cover everything and protect everything the best I can. And we'll just see how it goes. I mean, this place is like a fortress anyway, so we should be pretty good. Good morning from Perth, Australia. Obi, how are you? Wow. Morning in Australia. It's about 6:32 p.m. here in lovely Central Florida. Now, of course, this stupid hurricane can't make up its mind, so it's probably going to hit us right in the mouth because every time it turns, it just wants to turn closer and closer to us, which is fine. We'll take it on like we take everything else on, head on. So the rest of the week will go like this. I didn't want to start any painting projects, kind of buttoning things up a little bit, but we did get some new games today. Yes, we did. So let's take a look and see what we got. For the kids and myself, we got New Bedford. Okay, let me make sure that the light's not coming out. We got New Bedford. They love work replacement games, and I just thought this one would be a lot of fun, especially since the theme of it, 1800s, whaling, you know, a lot of stuff. They really would enjoy that. The one that they seem to be excited about, which I don't know if they'll like because they're so fussy, is Ice Cool. Anytime that you can play with a bunch of penguins and flick them around, that's a pretty fun game. So we'll see how they like this one. Hopefully it's a good game. We'll find out, and hopefully they'll enjoy it. That's Ice Cool. Michael, how are you, my friend? The last game I got is one I've been waiting for, and I think we might take it apart in a little while. That's why I came on little early. Maybe we'll try to learn as much as we can and figure out how to play this. But it is Gato Leader, the Battle for the Pacific, and you cannot get it without getting the expansion. U-Boat Leader and Gato Leader with the ship miniatures and battle board. Gotta have the battle board. I love Dan Verzen games. Try to contact him about 100 times to see if I can get him to to get on his review list. But people just don't return your phone calls. Mr. Harris, first of all, Mr. Harris, makes it even better. I can actually respond to you. Thank you so much for helping me, supporting my patron. It means a lot to me. I just can't tell you how much it means to me. Each and every one of you that have supported the patron, and even if you don't, that's great. Everybody that here means something. And I wanted to, I want to, people that come to me and came with different ideas. Listen, if you can't sustain a certain amount a month but want to, um, I'm willing to work with people. I really am. As long as at the end of 1 year that it equals what it should be, so I don't take a loss. I mean, I really don't mind helping and doing the best I can to help people. So, people that email me individually will work out certain things. The other thing I want to tell you is for the 10, 25, and $50 level, if I've gotten a lot of requests that they want to send their games and have them painted instead of me buying the game. I'm more than happy to do that no matter what you have. You may have something that's out of print you want painted. You may have something that means a lot to you that you want to have painted. I'm willing to do that on each and every level. If that's what you like, I'm here to serve and make sure that you guys get the most bang out of your buck. And it'd be good too because it'd be fun to paint it live and you can see your game being painted live. So, you get charged up about it a bit. Terry, how are you? Welcome. DVG usually makes fun stuff. Yeah, they do. Which one is your favorite leader game? Hmm. 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 The tank leader one. Oh God, I think it's Rommel. Oh, it's the tank one. My favorite My favorite is Thunderbolt Apache Leader. I have that one. I have not cracked it open. I really want to try it. I like the tank one because I played that quite a bit, and that's quite challenging, and I enjoy that. I actually take miniatures and trade them out, so I painted them all and made that a lot of fun to work with. I should turn the camera more like this so you guys, not that you want to see my ugly face, it's so I look at the camera a little bit more while I'm watching the comments. There we go. Eventually, I'm just going to put the camera down on the ground because I think we're going to crack this bad boy up. I am super bummed that I missed the New Bedford Kickstart campaign. Well, it's at, oh, where the heck is it? It is at Cool Stuff. You can get New Bedford at Cool Stuff at a really, really good price. Is your Hero Quest painted? No, I just acquired that this summer from somebody that it meant a lot, and I promised them that it would always sit right here. So I'm going to paint it up and do some work on it. I just got this. Um, this is something that meant something to a young man and his fiance, and if it meant as much to them, um, and they had such a hard time handing it over, that I'm going to make sure that this thing is well taken care of. We have Thunderbolt Apache, but haven't gotten it to the table either. Yeah, I have that. I have, oh God, I have 3 or 4 of them that I haven't gotten to the table. Um, Phantom Leader, I haven't gotten to the table. I want to get the Cthulhu one. I want to reach out to him. I really like that war, the Warfighter that's up there. I love that game. I really enjoy playing that. We got crushed at it, but they really liked it and they were really enthused about it. So I'm hoping that the World War II one, which I'm waiting for, I want to get my hands on. Please show the painting of Hero Quest. You have it, Trevin. If that's what you want, I'll make sure I do it live. How's that? And I think the people will be very happy to see it too, because they still stay in touch. Um, I hope Miranda sees this at some point because I got to get a hold of her at some point. I want to talk to her. I have an idea. I've got a few ideas. In case you guys didn't see yesterday's show, we are doing something where if you make a 2 to 3 minute video and email it to me at NovaPrime860, giving me your thoughts on Talisman. You could just be sitting with a coffee cup and just tell me what you think, the things you like, the things you don't like, and we're going to put it all in one big loop, and we're going to call it community review. And each week I'll announce a new game. Now, hopefully Sunday I'll be up and running. Now, the fun thing for you that don't live in Florida, I'm going to do my best to tape this natural disaster as it comes. So I'm going to show you, starting from probably tomorrow, how things. Well, this is my daughter going to. She's going to go study. But I'm going to show you things, how they regress, how the weather's going to go, and I'm going to show you what it's like to live through a hurricane. I've done it way too many times. Hopefully everything turns out okay. We don't lose our power for too long, and we could do things live. Now, also, Justin had a great idea. Well, if we lose the power, why don't we just put some candles up and play some games? And I said, oh, all right. Boy, I wish I could do them live. Well, we can't do them live, but I can do a video highlight reel, kind of showing you each game we play, show you the beginning of the game, some key moments of the game, Justin winning and us giving him a hard time about it, which is probably how it's going to happen. Let's see. Let's catch up with the comments here. I see Pandemic Legacy. Playthrough yet? Nope, haven't even. We just got the wrapper off it. We were going to play it, and then we didn't. I kicked the World War II fighter game too. I didn't kickstart it. I'm just hoping it comes out retail. I was so into it that I also added like all of the expansions. Yeah, you have to. You have to with all that cool stuff. Do you go for any of the other solo war games like State of Siege? I've never heard of State of Siege, Nathaniel. Rob, we are getting some part of that storm here in North Carolina over the weekend. Yeah, I know. Be safe, my friend. Rob, do you have Silent Victory, a cool solo submarine game? No, I wish I did. But I'm slowly building up more of my stuff. I wanted to get Victory over Europe and play it this weekend, but they sold out of it before I can get my hands on it. While we're talking, let's take a look and see if they restocked it yet. Maybe I can go get it by tomorrow. Sometimes they restock things. I just won't tell my wife. Don't let her know. But that woman, she's the most incredible. Another game that came out yesterday was Banner Saga. I mean today, Banner Saga. I was interested in that, but it's cooperative, and I said, you know something, we don't do very well with cooperative games. So I kind of laid off of it. Victory over Europe. No, out of stock. Doggone it. I'm very upset about that. Oh well. Victory in Europe. Excuse me. I wonder if it's a miniature. Yeah, but I want it now. I'm one of those guys that I want. The Silent Victory is so hard. Isn't there expansion or sequel coming out? I believe there is. Victory in Europe, it sold out the same morning it was available again on CSI. Yep. Boy, I just couldn't get my hands on it. I don't think, let's see if it's at Miniature Market. We have no allegiance to anyone anymore. We stand alone. Nobody else sponsors us. We stand alone. The new Dominion came out. Nope. It did not come out. Nope. Fantasies, I looked at that. I was thinking about getting that. I just kind of kept things kind of simple. I really did. I wasn't going overboard. I just wanted a couple and hoping everything would work out okay. What about media cooperative like Dead of Winter? Meta cooperative. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll play 'em. We like cooperative games. I just know when to put in a cooperative game. It's usually after we've had a rough game where we are arguing with each other. Then we'll play something cooperative. Everything will be calm, and then you can go back to the violent games. Siege of State is a series by Victory Point Games in which you manage military political disaster, like the collapse of the Austro-Hungary Empire. Lots of titles in the series. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Mac, how are you, my brother? Uh, yeah, wow. I'm gonna have to look into that, my friend. Dead of Winter is definitely a game that we will be playing over um, Halloween week. Halloween week, we have something planned. There'll be no painting that week. We will be playing a horror game each and every night. Oh, what a day. What a day. So, there you go. Yeah, so with the patron, just to sum up, um, I think what I'm going to do is that $100 level, I'm going to bring down to $75. I started calculating to see what it would cost me to build a 6 foot by 4 foot dungeon, and 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 uh, and I started calculating some, just about any game, any dungeon crawl that the person wanted, because I would have to paint the dungeon crawler, build the 6 foot by 4 foot dungeon, paint it. Okay, and I'm talking full table, big time, where you can manipulate it any way you want, with a lot of rooms and furniture and stuff. And I think um, I I think $100 was a little steep. I think the $75 level will be good. So I think I'm going to lower it down $25. For those of you that might be interested in that. Evening all. Watching you snap that desk on Throw Punch Lunch was great. Start breaking stuff every episode. Yes, agree. Painting something and breaking something. The funny thing, when I watched it back, and you could see, the funny thing was, poor Sam. I get this text from, because I send my segment in, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, made sense. First of all, I was aggravated over the whole paint thing to begin with, so I just took it. I go, this thing's so flimsy, honk, in front of the camera, and then I start talking that I do like their stuff. I just thought that particular piece, because I knew I was just going to throw it out, and I just wanted to show that that particle board is garbage. You get a lot of water on that and stuff. That particle board starts to absorb all that water and everything like that, and then it's just going to become garbage anyways. It warps. So I was never a big fan of the particle board. So I do the segment. I snap the thing. It's laying on the floor, and I think I'm looking at it while I'm talking, and I don't skip a beat. It's actually pretty funny. So I get this thing from Sam, and I think I have it right here. It's actually pretty funny. I think it's like, dude, what's your problem? But I'll read it to you because I don't hide anything. Maybe Sam would feel a little bit better. Um, okay, okay. Um, Dude, your segment on TPL. Did you have to destroy their product on screen? Most of us common folk aren't the muscular beast that you are, so I doubt that most of us would be able to make such short work of it like you did. I understand that it wasn't what you were expecting, but I think that was a bit harsh. So I said, listen, dude, now that you put it that way, maybe I should have snapped it on the screen. But, I was in the middle of the review, and I was just like, I just wanted to show that, I really like their stuff, but I think it's kind of flimsy. And maybe that was the wrong way of doing it. But I even told him, I go, dude, if you want to pull a segment, I understand, because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And I really wasn't trying to hurt their feelings. If anything, if you really look at the video, I say they have great, great stuff. I just wish it wasn't the particle board. And and I could see where he was coming from. And so he goes, well, buddy, I'm going to rebuttal to that. I go, okay, yeah, sure, go ahead. So I waited, and then the thing went live at 2 o'clock, and then I looked at it, and you just see him, and he's just he is just doing damage control as professionally as he could. Well, Rob, I'm just laughing. So I wrote him, I go, dude, great job holding up on the damage control. I'm sorry, I won't put you in that position again. He goes, dude, it's good. He's a really, really great guy. He's one of my favorite. He's always been great to me. Okay, let's get back. Now that I told you that story, you know the little backstory to the whole snapping things. Uh, any plans to get mechs and minions to paint? I really want it. I'd like to know where all these reviewers get these copies from because I would love to get a copy and do a live paint through of it. Um, if anybody knows how to get a hold of them and see if they can, arrange to get a copy, please do. I'll be more than happy to do it live and paint it live and play it live for them. Um, I think it'll look better painted and played live. But I'm going to be like the rest of you on the 13th, and hopefully I can get a copy. If I can't, hey, we'll move on to something else. Since they are going to prime the minis, I'm going to have to paint over that. I mean, prime. They washed the minis. They did a wash over them. So I'm just gonna have to go over it anyway. So, yeah. To you, the human spine is flimsy. Back in the day, yeah, unfortunately. Lord Dragon, hi. Oh, hey, Rob. Well, hello, my brother. It's always good to have you aboard here. At Kabuki, so I'm not gonna read that. Dennis, you are a champion, my friend. Thank you for all the kind words and the things that you wrote. I'm telling you right now, you can, a lot of people say this, and I had a nice conversation with Kevin. So if he pops in, he knows that we had a nice conversation this morning. We were trading emails back and forth. Every one of you are very personal to me. Especially the people that come in here all the time. There's a lot of people that send me letters of encouragement. There's a lot of people that send me, some stories that are sad, and I try to do and help outside the realm here. Um, and for me, I take this channel very, very personally. I don't want to make this me standing up on my soapbox again because I seem to do that a lot lately. Um, but when I see everything that you guys wrote and I try to respond to everything, and it really is overwhelming when you realize that you built something from the ground up and it's become what it is today. We sit here at 3,200 people that are subscribed to this channel, and I can't think of one bad person that's subscribed. I've had tons of different people come in and just their enthusiasm, their stories of encouragement, their stories that that move me in such a way, and my family. When I tell my wife these stories, and my wife, the queen of the known universe, might be a T-shirt too for you ladies out there. um, but I just look at her face, and you could tell the sense of that pride that she has, that we have as a family, or have built with your help this community that is. Somebody asked me today at Cool Stuff. They go, "Wow, I can't believe how well your channel's doing, and you're really doing a lot of things." I go, I just don't think you understand. It's a very unique community. It's almost kind of um, it's kind of like people that follow that cheap B movie, that cult movie. You know what I mean? It means so much to you that if we ever became mainstream, I think I'd lose half the people. We have this nice little following. I mean, there's room for more people, but if it became like this corporation, it wouldn't have the same feel. And I think the way that it is, I'm so satisfied with this, and the way it's going, that I want to keep that cult movie B status kind of feel to it. Of course, with upgraded equipment. Yeah, it would be cool to see if someone can bling out mechs and minions even more. Yeah, I could do it. Trust me, I've got ideas for that. I saw it at Gen Con when Tom had it in the room, and he showed it to me. He goes, "You gotta come up to the room and see this." I saw it, and already the wheels were spinning. I just had to have to get my hands on one. They're actually there actually are painted. The main hero minis, yeah, those are painted, but the minions need to be painted. It's gotta look. It's gotta be jacked up. Rob, are you the anti-Hulk? In the midst of the rational analyst, you break things, get you mad enough, you turn sensitive and start quoting Charlie Chaplin. um, it's a funny thing. I do get angry, and it's something that I wrote it to Kevin as well. Who again I had a nice conversation with, and forgive me guys, I will catch up with these um, comments. I get angry when people oppress or push people to a limit. And like I spoke yesterday, I am not somebody that's ever taken a step back in my life. I've always gone forward. I've never lost. I never will lose. You're going to have to bury me. You really are. And I think that's when the bad anger comes. But normally, when I get mad, I do become very rational and try to talk things out and try to inspire instead of destroy, if that makes any sense, not to sound too much. But sometimes, you can only back that rat in the corner for so long, he's going to come out fighting. And that's the way I feel. I'll stand my ground and you can keep getting in my grill, but there comes a point where I'm giving it everything I can and I have no choice but to get angry, which isn't good. Yeah, it would be cool. Okay, Rob, okay. And I was just about to send you my prototype paper mache painting tray to preview for Kickstarter. Bad idea, Principal. Good one though. Have you painted already pre-painted minis? Yes. I did it with what's the name of that game? Dust. Dust are pre-primed and pre yeah, pre-primed. I did the whole Dust set. I redid them all. It was one of the first videos I did too. I did it on oh my God, I used the airbrush and everything. I did it on my iPad. That's going back. Go to the very beginning. You'll see you'll see those. You should do a tutorial showing how effectively clean off old paint of a mini, different mediums in order to repaint them. I could do that. You don't just paint over and over and over them again. No, I don't. Unless there's too much paint, it's better to just paint over. That's agreed. If there's a thin layer on, you can do it. I totally agree that the casual family aspect of your channel is one of the big appeals, even above the excellent painting content. Well, thank you, Mac. What is considered too much? It's when you start losing detail, like they don't fit in the spaces anymore. I'm missing that one. I love the family atmosphere of your channel, and I think that's one of the things I like because you basically all become a family. Like even the troll, we keep on waiting. We'll start a game, and then boom, here he comes, and that's the only troll we have. Everybody has a different personality, and they add different aspects, and it's pretty funny how it all works together. What makes you different is reading and responding to every comment. I feel part of your channel in a way. I feel part of your channel in a way I don't feel connected to the Dice Tower and others. Well, that's the thing I really wanted to create. Nathaniel, go easy. He's taking his kids to karate. That's the one thing I wanted to do because I want everybody to feel a part of it. So I'll sit there and I'll consistently check those comments and try to make everybody so they watch it later and feel a big part of this channel. I mean, it's very important to me that everybody is part of this channel. You know, I don't like skipping over people's comments. If you take the time to write something, it's usually something important, and you know, it means something to me. It's like how people love their indie bands, and it just isn't the same when they go big and then the record company has influence over their sound and change their music. Exactly. I just don't want to lose that feel. I want to get bigger, but I don't want to lose that feel, and I have to keep that in check. Have a good one, Nathaniel. Everybody's saying goodbye to him. Just can't sleep, so a little Rob stories can't hurt. Yeah. How you doing, my friend? So my freezing issue is the YouTube app. Got it working without freezing using the YouTube site in the Safari on the iPad. Good one. Yeah, that's kind of weird. This channel is like going to your local pub. It's great. Thank you, Larry. Heading to my son's football game. We'll watch post later. Take it easy, Brew Geek. We'll talk to you soon, my brother. So I think we hit on everything. Like I said, it's going to be a rough couple of days for us, but we're going to try to film as much of it. I have something pre-launched that will go up each and every day for the next 2 days. At least one thing. I think it's on the other computer that I'm going to put up, and I am just going to basically try to do the best we can to get that stuff up. And time it out so it'll just go up from YouTube. This way, at least there's something on the channel. But hopefully, we will try to go as close as we can to the hurricane, and then however long we lose power after that, you know, we'll kind of figure things out from there. Hopefully, it isn't too bad, and we can be live Saturday night playing something live for you guys. We'll just have to play it by ear. Scott Wilson, I like being able to go back and forth and watch one of Rob's inspirational rants when I'm feeling down. It helps me to keep my life in perspective. Thank you, Scott. I haven't had one of those in a while. Daniel Lopez, out of all the games, what game is it do you play the most? With the family, I have to say Talisman to the point that I'm sick of it, but I play it because they love it so much. Solo, I play a lot of the Warfighter. With Justin, we've been playing a lot of All Quiet on the Alien, on the Martian Front. That's our go-to lately. We love that game. And we're moving to different things. Um, we're constantly evolving. We're trying to play everything. uh, so, without further ado, why don't we go down to the table and why don't we crack open this DVG game? Are you guys up for that? So 7 o'clock question. What is your absolute favorite game? Blood Bowl. Problem is I can't play it by myself. And that's what the most depressing thing about it is. I wish I could play it by myself. I would say Blood Bowl because it's very personal to me. Close second would have to be Warhammer Quest. I love the old Warhammer Quest. This one was good, but I want the old one back. Mike Jones. No, really. Hi, Rob. Hope you guys are good over there. I made it for a bit. Yeah, we're hanging in there. Puma, how are you, my brother? Um, it's going to be a little tough, but we're going to do the best we can. That's about all I can say. Um, like I said, I'm going to make an adjustment once I get off here. I also got to make a few phone calls when I get off here. Well, I mean, I've got to send a few emails out. I want to try to make sure I catch up with everybody and make sure everybody's on the same level. Any techniques? Oh my God, I get all these patron things now that tell me how to get 1.5 million subscribers. Listen, I wouldn't know what to do with 1.5 million subscribers. I'm quite happy where I am. Any thoughts on Forbidden Stars? I just found out about it, and I am thinking of picking up. Look at the. We love that game. You could see that on the past videos. If you look, my Forbidden Star stuff, I painted a ton of sets, so I can show you how to paint it, and then also you can see Justin and I play it. We play it live. So if you want to see how it plays, we actually play the game live, and it's really quite spectacular. So let's move New Bedford here over there, and let's open this bad boy up. Um, let's turn on the flood lamp. There we go. Okay, let's read some of the comments before we get to. Seems like we're doing a Q&A, even though we did one yesterday. Have you ever thought of doing a game of Blood Bowl over the stream? Yes, I have. Um, I've got them all painted and stuff like that. I'm thinking about it. I'm very excited about receiving HOC Awakening the Bear and Solo Expansion. Great game. Justin and I love that game. It's an awesome game with your son. I already have G-Bay awesome deal at Jet for $29. Oh, Gautama Bay. Yeah, that's a great game. And welcome, Edward, by the way. Matt, greetings from Canada. I love Canada. Glad to be part of the community. Hope you guys make it out of the weather. So do I. Kevin, how are you, my friend? Hello. Chris, love DVG games. Mike, great. I'll look at it. I'll look for it. Hello. Hiya. Do you have Tiger Leader? Yes, I do. That's the one I was talking about. I really like that game. I agree, Chris. I love the layout of the rule books. So why don't we go through it and take a look. This just came out today. Those of you that Kickstarted probably have it, but if it's something that you guys like to see right now, I'll be more than happy to bust it out. Let's see. If I get more than 3 yeses, I'll adjust the camera and we'll do a little talking down on the table. Take a look at it. And we'll go from there. Just ordered Dungeons and Dragons: The Legends of Drizzt. It looks awesome. It does. What do you think of the GWFFG thing? I just found out about that too. I think it's going to be fine. GW is just looking to do everything themselves now and redo it in their image. We got a yes. We got another yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh well, we got a ton of yes. Okay, let me adjust the camera. Nobody wants to look at my ugly head anyways. All right. We got a yup. Thanks for showing this. That's safe. I told you. It's it's a little bit of everything, man. So let's see how we're going to work this out on the camera. Maybe I should plug in that other light. No, I think we'll be all right. All right, so we're going to open up this book. Here's these they only give you one of these. So I'm going to have to take this to work and make like 5,000 copies of this. So we're going to put this aside because we don't want that to get wrecked. We don't want to write on it either. So we got a bunch of counters. Bust it out. That's the way. That's what I want to hear. All right, we'll learn what these are. Here are the ships. Very nice. Dan always does a nice job. Oh, look at the torpedoes. You gotta love torpedoes. Tactics. Well, here's all the Japanese ships. and some more things. So we'll only punch these out as we need them. I think that's the way we'll do that. So we'll put that off to the side here. These are the different types of missions that you can do. Just one-sided, 1942. All right, now this is what comes with the box. Let me get a little more light here. Hold on, I'm just gonna make an adjustment in the light. So it shines a little better there. There we go. There we go. So I don't want to plug in the big light. All right, so here we are, we're back. Do you think that FFG will stop giving their license to video game developers too, or people that want to write for the Black Library? That's possible. It's possible. I think they want to bring everything in-house. They're hurting a bit, and they want to go where they want to go. Okay, so these are the missions that you get. So we're just going to put those aside for the time being. Here is what they call, and you get, it's a mounted help sheet. So we're going to put this right here where you guys can see. And this we're actually going to take off and put over here, because if you buy that expansion that I showed you, you get a bigger version of it. So let's put it where you guys can see it, because that's what really matters. So we're going to put that there, and we're going to put this right here, and I'll read everything off. I have the old Avalon Hill submarine and saw Gato Leader online. Have been wanting to see this game. Well, look at this. This is why you guys fund this thing, so I can go out and get all this stuff so you can see it before you even want to buy it. Now, these don't come with the game, but they come in the expansion, so you get all the submarines and everything, so you can use the submarines instead of the tokens. Now we have naval cards, which we'll open up. How you doing, Alan? And we'll just take, like I said, we're gonna have some fun here. You know, this might be the last night that we're on for a while, with the impending storm that is bearing down upon us. So I want to make sure that we, make a video and not make it all about Patreon and all that other junk. I've been doing so many Patreon videos because I've been making so many adjustments, because you kind of do it on the fly, and you want to make sure that you do the right thing by everybody. So lowering that $100 level, I think, is a good idea. I thought long about it. Okay, so naval cards. Okay, so here we have naval cards. All right, we're going to put the naval cards aside. Oh, where do the naval cards go? Right here. Escort cards. Okay, they go right here. Merchant cards. Oh, there's a lot of merchant cards. They go right there. Probably gonna have to shuffle these at some point. So that's the way things look so far. You get a 10-sided die. Just need sonar, underwater ambience, light, sound effects. Hey, Alan. Hello, good, thanks. Hello, everyone. How are you today? Night Goblin. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's well. All right, we're going to take this out because we don't need this. Toss that aside. Let's put this up over here. Well, no, what we'll do is we'll put this over here. It's not gonna, nobody's gonna see it anyways. Nobody's gonna see it anyway, so we'll just kitty corner that. There we go. All right, so let's open up the rest of these cards. Now these cards here are actually ship cards, it looks like. And if I remember that there's a certain cost on each one of these. submarines. But we're going to read the book and we're going to go over it, and maybe this will help you guys a bit. And we'll take a good hour. And since I took care of all the reason I came on, with the weather coming up, firing up a diesel generator for sound effects might be 2 for 1. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, so this is the fleet escort cards. Don't know where those go, so we'll put those there. These are all the different types of submarines. So we'll put those over here. Put that over there. What else do we have here? So, looks like I'll be reading the manual since I've never played this game. I really do like his games. I think his games are just a lot of fun. I wish he would return. I've written him like 3 times. I just wish he would just return one call. You know, I just want to tell him he does a great job. I would love to do reviews for him. I mean, there isn't anything that I don't like of his, but hey, so when you're not the man, you just ain't the man, and that's okay. All right, there we go. Event cards, convoy cards. So we kind of just put everything out and got it all right. Sith Knight, how are you? All right, so let's take a look at this book here. So I'm going to keep it kind of in range here so we can take a look. Introduction. Places you in command of a squadron of American submarines in the Pacific Ocean during World War II. The 4 campaigns represent different periods during the World War II. You play each campaign using one of 3 durations, short, medium, or long. Okay, so we would like the short one. As a squadron commander, your primary goal is to sink enemy merchant ships and warships. To accomplish this, you will select a force of submarines and determine the best way to deploy them during the campaign. Okay. Oh, the campaign sheets. Okay, so these campaign sheets play a big part into the game. So let's just put one of these out here so we can explain some of the things that are going on here. You decide where to send your submarine. You decide where to send your submarines to cause the most damage to enemy ships. You can even send them on special missions. In some cases, you'll be able to use special options to help your submarines by adding search planes or by sending supply ships to extend their endurance. Hold on. Sorry for not attending the live stuff evidence. Just been dealing with a lot of bad stuff lately, but I find watching your channel helps. All right, Goblin, do me a favor, send me an email, Nova Prime 860. Tell me what's going on. Maybe it's something I can help with. Don, how are you? Happy Hump Day. Yes, it is. Welcome to the live feed, Shaman. That's very nice of you, Don. Dennis. Okay, during the longer campaigns, you will need to manage submarine patrol rotation to apply the most pressure to the enemy. The following rules govern the play of Gato Leader. They are presented in the same order of sequence. Game components. Okay, so we're going to look at the game components. Right here we have the campaign sheet. Submarine operations during Australia. Okay, that's the exact one that I picked. And then it tells the other ones that there are. Campaign map areas. Each campaign map is divided into named areas. So like right here we have the Solomon Islands, and then we have the Caroline Islands, the Philippine Sea, South China Sea, and Java Sea. Okay. You will place your submarines in these areas and move them between the areas when conducting movement. A submarine will always be in a named area. Number 1, okay, it tells you the area name is for reference purposes only. It does not affect gameplay. Patrol information. Design designs the number of the area event cards you draw when a submarine remains in that area. So underneath it, you would draw, if you're patrolling, 3 event cards. Moving information designs the number of event cards you draw when a submarine enters the area. So if you move into this area, you would have to draw whatever this particular area says. Port box. Where's that? 4. Okay. Okay, there we go. These are ports. Port box, a designated, let me check the things here. Is this a solo game? Yes. Have you had a chance to look at Gore Chosen by GW? If so, do you think a few quick thoughts? I know that you're really multitasking now, and I really appreciate that. I looked at it. It looks like an arena game for the chaos. I think it's okay. It's something eventually I'll get, but right now, with me being 15 Ways to Sunday, I'm kind of looking for more of their bigger games instead of the little itsy bitsy game that they just put out. I'm hoping that by the end of the year they put out something big, like a Necromunda or a Blood Bowl or a Morheim. Okay, number 5. Let's go back to refit. Underneath the port, there says refit for stress. The refit number is the number of stress points removed from each submarine in the port during the refit segment. Number 6, contacts. Okay, each one of these have a contact range. Used to determine the number of enemy contacts a submarine will encounter during a strategic segment. Ooh. 7, search box. Okay, that's these right here. I should probably put this a little closer. Sorry, it's a little hard for you guys to see, I'm sure. Search boxes. When a submarine has completed its action for a strategic segment, place it in the search box. And 8, no transit box. Prevents movement between 2 areas. And I don't think we have any on that particular card. Number 9, special missions. Special mission box. That is like special attack, special recon, special mine, which is on those. Used to resolve special missions. The special mission box shows the number of event cards you draw when moving into the box, and other information pertaining to special missions. 10. Forward operating base. Used to resupply your submarine and reduce stress. There's none on this particular event. Help sheet. That's this guy here. Tells you everything that you need to know for the game. This sheet has holding boxes for merchant, escort, and naval ship cards. It also has reference information to help you play the game. That's pretty nice. So you got all your references right here. Let's see. I'm hoping Blood Bowl will make it under the Christmas tree. And I promise you this much, if Blood Bowl comes out, that will be one of the painted things that certain levels will be able to have. I promise you that. Tactical display. That's this giant thing right here. Remember, we had this very small one, but because you get the expansion, you get the big one. Okay. I love Blood Bowl, the video game. Never played the miniature game. I love the video game. I was actually thinking of doing Old Man Gaming starting. I was going to start Old Man Gaming this weekend, but unfortunately the storm's coming. I'm sorry I'm bouncing all over the place, but I'm trying to do 2 things at once, folks, so just bear with me. I'm trying my best to follow along, being distracted by Ice Cool. My son loves that game. Yes, we have that one. I should have moved that out of the camera a little bit. Yeah, like that's going to help. So this huge tactical display, this sheet has holding boxes for events and convoy cards, and and is used to resolve battles between Japanese convoys and your submarine. Ah, that's what I like. Adjacent areas. Always use the shortest path when calculating range for attack and movement. So, there you go. Shortest distance. So if you're shooting here, you can shoot there, or you can be here and you always try to go to the shortest range. There you go. Always use the shortest path when calculating range for an attack or movement. Areas adjacent to the long range are two long range areas, okay, two medium range areas, the areas adjacent to the medium range. So what they're saying is there's two, to this long range, there's two long ranges and two medium ranges. Now, if I was here or here, there's two medium range areas, two long range areas, and two short range areas. So there'll be two here for long range, two medium, and two short range. Makes sense? Okay. The adjacent areas to the short range are two convoy areas, two short range areas, and two medium areas. Okay, that makes sense. The areas adjacent to the convoy area are two convoy areas and two short range areas. Convoy areas are diagonally across from each other and not considered adjacent. The die is a 10-sided die. That's good to know. Counters. Counters represent submarines. Each submarine counter corresponds to a submarine card. These counters show the position of the submarine on the campaign map and the tactical display. Each submarine counter has a surface and submerged side. Ooh, very cool. Did I miss a whole bunch of stuff? Just got Mordheim on Steam. The Other Seven Sins and all extras on eBay. And late back to Massive Darkness. So many games to learn and paint. When's Massive Darkness due? I would like to see GW do a reprint of Mordheim. That would be a game I would pick up. I agree with you there. Ship counters are used to show the position of merchants, navals, and escorts on the tactical display. The unknown merchant ship counters are used for merchant ships. The unknown ship counters represent merchants, navals, and escort ships that your submarines have spotted but not yet identified. Named ship counters have names that have been identified. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's move to the next thing. I'll tell you, he does such a nice book. It's a very, very, very good book. Just waiting on Conan. Donated about 20 games last week, trying to make room for it. Really like the art the community is posting on the Patreon. A lot of talented people here. Oh yeah, and Alan, that is some awesome, awesome art. Massive Darkness, estimated April 2017. I know, I am jealous. I love the way people use the Patreon, and you know, it's just another means, which means MA should be delivered next Christmas. Correct. These counters are placed on and below. Okay, torpedoes. These counters are placed on or below the submarine card. So, say we have a submarine card, we would place a couple torpedo markers on there. Submarine cards show the number of ready or stored torpedoes for a submarine. Alternating tornadoes, MK10 to MK27. These counters are placed on or below ready or stored torpedoes locations on the submarine card to show special torpedoes loaded on the submarine. Each counter represents one special torpedo with different types of special torpedoes on the front and back of the counter. These counters are placed on or below the submarine card to show the number of gun attacks the submarine has remaining for the patrol. All sub starts with 6 points of gun ammo. Stress. Remember we saw those stress counters. Waiting for an update to Masamura. Really? Late back to Massive Darkness as well. Cool Million Nat hasn't emailed me a link to Pledge Manager to provide shipping info. I did get the link for Rum and Bones second wave at least. Oh, cool. These counters are placed on or below the submarine card to record the amount of stress accumulated by the submarine. Optionally, you can track stress on the campaign log. Okay. Hits: light, flooding, heavy, oil leak. These counters are used to determine the damage to submarines when attacked by enemy ships. Place all hit counters in the opaque cup. Oh, we have to have a cup. Oh, I have one. Okay, cool. These counters are placed on or damage on or below the submarine card to record temporary and lasting damage to the submarine. Detected. These counters are placed on the submarine counter and on the tactical display to show the submarine has been detected by an enemy escort. We can't have that. Silent running. Well, we know what that means. Deep dive, radar, target, escort tactics, alert, wolf pack. Okay. Let me see. Did my Cowboy Town video on YouTube? Did you see my? Honestly, I was going to try to check it out tonight. I sent you a private invite. See, I didn't get the private invite, as I am a bit wary about making the video and pictures public. Oh, I'll have to go through and see where that is because I didn't see any links, but I do want to see it. Submarine warning, special options, battle locations, contact counter. Wow. Submarine cards. Okay, so they have all kinds of special stuff. So let's take a look at it. First of all, up here is the naming, which is number 1 and 2. Submarine name, captain's name. And then number 3 is the class, what type of class it is. Techno class, January 45 to August 45. Years in service. The years the submarine was in service was used during World War II determines if the submarine can be used during a particular campaign sheet. Okay, there we go. Number 5. Special options. Cost. The cost and special option points for choosing the submarine for the campaign. This is applied when the submarine is selected for a campaign. The cost for the sample card is 10 special option points. Okay. Number 6, skill rating. Okay, so it would be veteran 3. For them, it's ace. And then underneath that is hull. Hull points are 5 for that bad boy. The number of hull hits the submarine can suffer before sinking. Number 9, any special abilities. They have like infiltration, cool, searcher, radar. Now this particular one has radar and infiltrator. Allows the submarine to begin combat in short and medium range areas on the tactical display. Mk-10 torpedoes. Where's that? Oh, number 9. Oh. The submarine can only use Mk torpedoes. Okay, that's if it says it. Okay. Ready torpedoes 10. Stored torpedoes are 14. Okay. Interesting. Stress. Submarine crews suffer stress when they are on patrols. Crews can also suffer stress when they are attacked by escorts from events. Stress is tracked by placing stress counters on or below the submarine card, and you can track the stress for each submarine on the campaign log. Okay, we're getting it. I am thinking my painting my copy of Dark Future, only 28 years late. Way to go out. Miss Lori, how are you? At Adam Harris. All you do is go to ckpm.coolminiornot.com. Log on and you should be able to see all your orders. Look at you. Always helpful. Then they explain what the merchant cards do. The surface attacks, experience point, victory point, speed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all right. Naval cards, they explain what those do. Setup. Patrols. Okay, so this is where this would go. So, for short patrol, we want one patrol, one sub, one patrol slash sub. Patrol numbers. This number shows the number of patrols each submarine can make during the campaign. A patrol consists of a submarine leaving the port box, moving through map areas, interacting with convoy cars, and then returning to the port box over the course of several strategic segments. If there is more than one port box on the campaign, a submarine does not have to return to the same port box that it started in. Okay, that's interesting. Special option points. The campaign length designates the total number of special option points available for the campaign. You spend SO points, SOP, to purchase submarines and select special options for the campaign. Victory total points. This shows the number of victory points you must score to achieve success level of the campaign. Okay, so if I'm minus 10, that's dismal. Oh, if I'm 10 or more or less, it's dismal. 11 to 14 is poor. 15 to 19 is adequate. 20 to 23 is good. And 24 plus, I'm great. Okay. So this is 1942 and this is a 1945 ship, so that cannot be used. So we would have to pull out a better one. Gotta go soon, but I wanted to ask, what do you think of the difficulty of Mansions of Madness? We really haven't played it yet. We do plan on playing it soon. I can promise you that. 40. Oh wow, this is the SOP is only 2 or 3 for 1941 to 1945. Let's try to find a big ship. 4, 5, 6. That's 40. No, that's 44. 42. That's 5. 42, 43. No, that's not going to do it. 42, 42, 42. 41 to 43. 6. All right, maybe that'll do it. So that would I would only use 6 points. Wow, for that particular submarine. All right, well, let's see what happens here. Okay, set up card decks. Refer to campaign sheet and remove from the convoy deck any convoy cards listed. Okay. Up to 3 wolf packs can be formed during the campaign. Each can have up to 3 submarines. Oh, okay. So if I took these 3, that would give me 10 points. There we go. Just because we want to try them out. Just because we're curious. All right, so this here does that. Remove convoy cards. Okay, 47, 48. That's easy. 47, 48. And then shuffle these up. I think. There we go. So these cards would not be played in the first scenario. Selecting your submarines. After selecting your campaign length, which we're going to do short, and it's 30 SOs, find submarine cards where the years in service match. Okay. Each submarine has an SO cost. This cost is selecting submarine, so you can choose at least one submarine. Blah, blah, blah. All right, we're not going to make a log for it. Sequence of play. Let's see if they have a walkthrough, just to kind of speed things up. Because usually Dan's pretty good about stuff like that. No. Oh, shocking. Oh, example of a turn. Okay. I selected a medium campaign. Alright, this can get pretty... Oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Same. Take care, Rob. Thanks for all the answers. No problem. Take it easy, Mike. Okay, posted a link yet to manager. I really want the new Mansions of Madness, though. Okay. That part is fixed and supposedly adjusted the difficulty. I'm getting stomped, though. That's good. What's the game called again? This game here, this is Gato Leader. G-A-T-O, Leader. I bet you're right. It seems to be my kind of game. I like when you get stomped. Gotta go. Guest almost here. Great hanging out. Oops, there we go. I hate when this thing kicks all the way to the bottom. Have a good one. Same here. Take care. Thanks for all the answers. Okay, Adam, I didn't do Massive Darkness, so they may not have released it yet. Okay, there you go. All right, so basically what happens here, in a nutshell, you take these cards, okay, and then you would put your chits on them. You would pull each one for each card, and you would have to do these certain areas. Now, as you go through these areas, if I'm reading correctly, you would pull, like it says here, moving into this area, one event card. Fatal error. If the submarine stress level is unfit, roll a die and compare it to the sub's experience. So you can actually submarine sunk. Wow, that's nasty. That's a nasty card right there. If you're green, 1 to 5 equals, so you would roll a die. And if you got 1 to 5 and you were green, so these two were green, 1 to 5, and our stress level was unfit, and that would mean we'd have to have 3 to 4 stress on us, if I'm not correct. Let me just make sure. Yep, shaken. So if we were shaken, what would happen is we would have sunk. Wow, that's nasty. If submarine is not unfit, add 2 stress points to the local submarine. Oh, unfit. Well, that's pretty cool. This one here, morale boost. The crew is in particularly good spirits. They remove 2 stress points. So there's good and bad cards here. So moving into an area would cause all kinds of different things. Now, by moving into the area, 3 event cards and 3 naval cards. So what are the naval cards? Oh, so these cruisers would be there. Ah, let's see how that plays out, though. So you're moving. Oh, wow, and then you would battle everything out onto the ship here. Wow, that's just nasty. Yeah, this is gonna take some time. So I'm really gonna read through this. Okay, for my squadron, he had 30 points. I selected a train SS Salmon for 6 points, trained Stingray for 6 points, trained Gungeon for 6 points, a veteran Tog for 10, for a total of 28 points. Oh wow, that's four subs. I decided to save the 5 remaining SO points for use during the campaign. Okay. So during the strategic segment, you can spend it and buy extra torpedoes. Ah, all right. So this is pretty in depth. I'm really gonna have to go through this, but as you can see, this is a great little solo game here. This is really something. Another great job by the big guy. So I'm really gonna have to. I mean, there's a lot to read here, and I wouldn't be able to do it with the time that we have left. This is going to be something while the storm is happening that I can sit by a candle and try to figure out. especially if the kids are all whining and crying because it's thundering and lightning and all the other fun stuff. But it has. I've always liked these solo games, but you know, especially with Justin getting into more things, I'd like to see him make more games that you can get everybody involved with. Yeah, I'm really curious how Gato Leader is. I think I'm going to do a playthrough once I understand. Now that we kind of broke everything down and I've got kind of an idea, what I'm going to do is I'm really going to read through this and then I'll do a live playthrough of it solo. Rob, I forgot what you said yesterday about the next Kickstarter guest you have coming on the channel. My memory's so bad. Oh God, they're doing 15 mil science fiction stuff. I saw it on Kickstarter. Oh God, I wish I had their name because I actually have to email them in a little while and just let them know I don't know what's going to happen with the storm. So stay tuned as far as Monday's concerned because they're supposed to come on Monday. Let's just turn this back up here and get the focus off there. Now that we've seen this, turn that. Nobody wants to look at me or that dumb cat. All right, let me just make an adjustment here. Yeah, so turn this light off. My professional lighting system. I'm trying to think. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hotmail. Hotmail. Just remember Hotmail. Nova Prime 860 at Hotmail. You guys. Okay, come on. Get to you sometime. Thank you, Joe. I don't know if you're here or not. The gentleman at, wow, look at all this email. I got a lot of email to catch up with. Clear Horizon Miniatures. Sigma Event 2117, a 15 mil sci-fi miniature starter set. I was kind of interested. It looked neat what they were doing, so I decided to have them on, guys. So let's see how that goes. Hopefully we can get that done on Monday. I like doing that, a little bit of that Kickstarter stuff. I see Mantic has a new game that they're kickstarting, and it's called Star Saga. That looks pretty interesting. I would love to have them on and have them talk, but I can barely. I mean, I made my peace with them at the Gen Con, but I really don't think they want to give me too much of the time of day after I really kind of blew up Dungeon Saga, which is a game that we love. Uh, what do the miniatures look like? You can see them on Kickstarter. They look really good. They're really, really nice looking miniatures. Warhammer used to do a line of historical games. Yes, they used to use, that was really good. They pulled the plug, unfortunately, but tabletop skirmish games make good, simple multiplayer. You can go with any theme. I like the cowboy flavor. Yeah, the cowboy flavor is pretty good. I like that the way it mixed together with Shadow of Brimstone, to be honest with you. It's really, really interesting. So, in all honesty, it got 18 days left. The Kickstarter 5,600 of 8,000. Yeah, we're going to try to push them over the top. We'll do what we can. You know, I try to take a look at somebody that's not funded yet and try to help them out and see what we can do. So, there you go. That's my mission in life. All right, very quickly, please support the patron as always. Those of you that haven't, if you can, we would appreciate it. And you get plenty of stuff. We got a lot of things coming up November 1st. Dear God, that we're giving away. Next week I'll be showing you the pile that is going, and if it may get bigger if we hit that $1,000 mark. If we hit $1,000, you're talking about 20 big games being drawn out for 61 people. So almost everyone wins, and which I think is just a cool thing. If you really think about it, a third of people will win every single time. That's pretty amazing. This time I'm not doing paper. I'm writing everybody's names on poker chips, and we're gonna shake them up real good. Rob, please do a playthrough of Gato being a TBI survivor. Reading directions are hard to follow. Yeah, Larry, I promise you I'll do it. I was really getting into it. I got distracted a couple times, but the thing was is that it was I thought the book was a little bit shorter than what it was. I couldn't get to the point where we could start doing a turn. Um, but I promise you I will do a live. Actually, I'll play a whole game, a live playthrough, and explain it as I go. Once I get it down, since it's a solo game, why not just have you guys watch and we'll play along, get some good camera angles, and do it. Look at my financials. I really want to do the looking at. That's being moved down to $75, Dennis. Um, I did the calculation on that for the dungeon crawl, and that's 75 bucks. Mr. Matt, how are you, my friend? Let's get to 1,000. Yeah, geez, I mean, you really think about it. Let's take a look at that real quick, anyways. I do have to adjust. I'll adjust it once I get off air here. But I think that's about it. You know, all the cool stuff. Now, as a level, I mean, in all three of the big levels, if you have something that's out of print or something that you're very passionate that you want painted that you already have, and you want to send it to me and have it painted, that will count as the paint job. It wouldn't matter how many minis it had. I'd make sure I do it, and we would do it live too, which is kind of good. El Gato Cthulhu is sleeping on the Christmas tree. Uh, so I will make sure that I do this. Probably be, it really depends on the storm, Larry. So we'll see how this all pans out, because this storm's going to be really, really a little difficult. So we're going to try our best to get through it. So it is 10 of 8. I'm going to try to get things squared away here and try to make sure everything's nice and safe so nothing gets ruined, as well as everything else, and kind of prepare for a rocky 2 days. So we'll see what we can do. Sorry, Matt. I am kind of wrapping up, but you'll be able to see this on the flip side. Oh, I just did a Sam thing. This Gato thing I really like. I think we're going to get that down. I'm going to try to tape things too, because my battery will go for about an hour or two on the camera. So you'll get some tape stuff, and we'll see about what we can do about putting some stuff up during the days that are nasty. Stay safe, duck, and cover. That's exactly what we're going to do. If the storm is not too bad by tomorrow night, I'll go live again, and maybe we'll do something real quick live since the kids will be here. Thanks. We'll do the best we can with the storm. Hopefully we'll be back Friday night. We'll see. We'll see how we make through it. Hopefully at worst, we'll be there Saturday night. You know, it all depends on power and all the other fun stuff and where the storm goes. And we'll just do our best to stay safe. But I promise you this, we will be back, and we'll do the best we can to give you the best that we got. Till next time, I'm Rob Orn. We'll see you soon, guys. Thank you.